All right, so our whipped back stitch. Our whipped back stitch starts by just doing a back stitch, which we've also already learned. And we're just gonna do our forward stitch, coming up a stitch length away and then pressing back. We just have to whip our back stitch. So you can technically come up just a little bit away from the end of your back stitch and go this direction, or you can jump all the way back over to the other side and come from that direction. For some reason, my comfort level normally makes me go back to the start of where I started my back stitch, but like when we're talking about saving floss, it is a waste of floss to jump all the way over there unless you're going to tie off, and even tying off takes more thread. So then we are going to whip our back stitch, which means that our needle won't actually go back down through the fabric until we're done at the end. We're actually just weaving underneath these stitches. So you can go from the bottom and around, or you can go from the top around. The only thing it does is change the direction of the whipping, so it's more visual than anything. And you're just going from the same side each time and around. So you can experiment on each level of strands, which side you prefer to come from. I often choose which side I come from based on what obstacles might be in my way. So if I'm stitching down like this right now and these strands are done and I don't want to hit them, I would maybe whip the other direction. If there's something in both directions, I kind of have to raise my needle up as I come so I'm not hitting anything. Doing this in two tones is a really cool effect to make, but essentially what it does is it creates a very straight, structured, and raised stitch. So if you're looking for something that has like a raised effect, it's probably the thickest, most 3D straight stitch, thin straight stitch that you can get. The stem stitch would probably be the second more raised, but staying very thin, whereas the chain stitch ends up being a more thick, wide stitch. And then to finish, you just come to the end of your back stitch and stitch down. Okay, and so there really isn't much more to it. That's about it. And yeah, there you are. That is the whipped back stitch. So I will move over and do the chain stitch in 3 strands now.